Round 2 of filming this. Good morning, my beautifuls. This is Cherry Heart here, and today I am back with another video. It is a bit of a different video today. It is not a come to work with me stripping edition. I am doing a get ready with me, answering your most asked questions about the industry and my personal experiences itself. I am going to do it a bit differently. I'm not just doing a normal makeup routine. I'm going to do it without a mirror and without trying to use the viewfinder. So I thought that'd be kind of funny, see how messed up my makeup gets, but I do have a New Year's Eve thing tonight, so that's going to be real fun and fresh. I'm going to take it off and then redo it unless I do it really well. If I do it really well, that'd be immaculate. I have quite a bunch of questions that you guys have asked me on Instagram and on YouTube and on TikTok. And then I've just put down a bunch of questions that I've been asked every single night that I've worked. The most common questions. And you're also probably wondering where I'm sitting. This is the area that I mentioned in my last vlog, my little studio that I'm doing up. You can see the grass wall. That's going to have a neon sign with the podcast name on it. It's going to be really cool. Then I'm going to have Cherry Heart and neon sign here. At the start of these little cubes, these cubes have my clutch, my really sparkly shoes in them, my cup with my name on it, and like my little satin bags and stuff, and my heels and everything that I strip with. I thought that'd be cool. And then I've got some frames over here like of like my butt print and just some little quotes and stuff that I've said, like snacky snack. I'll be done pretty soon. I'm just waiting on some neon signs. The idea of it is that I'm going to be bringing in all different types of sex working girls. So we're going to have brothel workers, strip club workers, escorts, porn stars. I'm going to try and get as many people as I can through and like film some videos for you guys. I want to do it as a podcast or just normal video. It's going to be talking about their craziest experiences and how the industry is for them. Give you guys a bit of a glimpse into the good sides and the bad sides of the sex industry. But I've had quite a few girls contact me. I'm really excited. So hopefully I will be able to get it together soon. If you do want to be a part of it and you are a sex worker, either shoot me a message on Instagram, let me know what area you work in, what you want to talk about. I thought that would be really, really fun and something a little bit different. She just watching. What are you doing? You just watching? You want to say hi? So I'm going to get started on this. I've also been breaking out because of the masks. I haven't gotten pimples in so long, but we've had to wear masks lately, so good fun fresh. I also did have my Zarafis coffee and it was a really long line, and then I was setting this up and I spilt it everywhere all over the ground. So she drank a little bit of coffee and now she's going fucking berserk. So I am eyeing this off instead. It is New Year's Eve. I am going to start answering your questions now. The first thing I do is pin up my hair, obviously, because I don't have much to pin up, but it just makes it 10 times easier. So the first question that I got asked a lot is, how did I get into stripping? Can we also just take a moment to like how cute my little makeup shelf thingy is? It'd be great if it was bigger so I could actually fit everything in it. Let's use a Revolution. Is it Revolution? Yeah. I always thought it was Revlon. I use Makeup Revolution pomade. 10 out of 10, would recommend. I have barely any eyebrows, so it really helps with me. So how I got into stripping is I went with a girl that works at my club. It was Brooklyn's birthday, so we decided to go into the vault because she wanted to work there for a very, very long time. I forgot I'm not supposed to be using a mirror, hey. Yeah. I decided that I would go in with her and check it out. I'm not a big clubbing person by any means. Like, I had my time of clubbing like a few times and that was really it for me. I am not a clubbing person, so I was kind of like but I always thought that strip clubs were really, really interesting, so I was like, okay, why not, I'll come in with you. She knew a few of the girls because she did pole dancing with them already, like pole training, and so she told them that she wanted to work there and they set up a trial day for her, and that was really cool. One of the girls, her name's Indigo, I don't even know if she'd remember this, I think it's so cute. But she was like, oh, why don't you start too? And I was like, nah, like, you know, I don't have the body for it. Because at the time I was holding quite a bit of extra weight. I still am now. Like, I've got some Christmas weight on me. I need to go to the gym. She was like, oh, why don't you try? And I went, no, I'm good, thank you. Like, I definitely don't have the body for it. But, you know, I love what you guys do. You know, doing the classic, like, oh my God, I love what you do. Ah! I was so nervous. I was sweating bullets. Brooklyn was like, oh, you know, you should start with me, like, please. And then so she started and I was like, fuck it. Like, I'll put in a resume to do like a bartending position first to see if I like it. Like, why not? And I put in a bartending position and then I was like, nah, why not? I'll just go stripper. Like, well, I'll just try out a night stripping. Why not? I had danced like my whole life. I danced from like 3, 4, 5 onwards in stagnant times, and so I danced all the time in high school, all the time. Every single day I either did dance school or I did in-school dance, dance after school, like dance as a subject. Like I was like, oh, you know, it won't be too bad. And then I went and got a pole so I'd be more comfortable because I never touched a pole ever in my life. And trying so hard not to look at the viewfinder, so I'm sorry I'm not making eye contact with you guys. So they called me up and said that I'd be good, that I can come in for a trial, and I did, and I absolutely fell in love with it. That seems like such a long time ago, but it really wasn't. It really wasn't. I've changed a lot, like a lot since then. I'm not the same person I was, and I am very happy for it. Sneaky little question is Devon asked if I'd marry her. Yes. This is one I got a lot. Any advice to newbies on what to wear? Best tips, things you wish you knew. I really wish I knew that it wasn't like the movies. You know, you see in American movies like Hustlers, like them getting thrown millions of dollars. It don't work like that. Not in Australia anyways. Maybe America, haven't stripped over there, probably never will. The thing I do is I've only got Grwm skincare. If you've got really sensitive skin and you have a little bit of spare money to spend, I always recommend you spend money on your skincare. Don't cheap out unless your skin can take it. If you've got really sensitive skin, got super like red skin, patchy, Lancome all the way. So I use this moisturizer on my face. It's the day moisturizer. I use it before my makeup. I wish I knew that it wasn't like the movies. I feel like it sets very false expectations. When I first started, there was nothing on TikTok. Like nothing on TikTok about how the sex industry was. Nothing. I knew nothing. It's not like that now. There's a lot on TikTok. I think a lot has changed and only a little bit. Very weird to think about how much it's already changed. Like I feel like it was still kind of taboo when I started, and that really wasn't that long ago. I don't know, it's cool to watch that change. Outfits, I always notice that baby dancers get lingerie. I'm a lingerie wearer. My body fits lingerie better. My titties don't fit like bodysuits. Some of them will, but sometimes it just doesn't look good and it looks just not right. I feel like a lot of girls snooze on the fact, like when you start, instead of going to bras like Honey Burdette and spending like $1,000 when you start, go on to like exotic wear or captivating Keenies. They do a lot of dancer wear and I really like their stuff. I can't physically wear it, but I know a lot of girls can. You know, start out with something a little bit different. At the same time, if you're a lingerie girl, you're a lingerie girl. But if you want to like do like bodysuits and stuff that like glittery and shiny, you know, go to those sorts of stores. A ton of them on Instagram. And they're all handmade and really like take their time. So this is going to be interesting. The concentration. For best tips, I think I'll make a separate video on that. I think there's just too much to put in one video that it just won't really get my point across. I'd like to make a whole video on that because I've got a lot of questions regarding that sort of thing. So if you've got a question that you submitted that's along those lines, it will get answered just in a longer and more in-depth video for you guys. That was definitely not right. So for the concealer brush, I use the Morphe 224 brush. Like, I don't use expensive makeup. I think it's because I go through so much, there's just no point. The Revolution Supersize Concealer. I usually use the hydration one, but I ran out, so this is the best I've got. Another question I got is how to start. So if you've never danced before, you could do something like I did. If you actually want to dance, maybe go in and suss out the clubs in your area. Make sure you actually want to dance there. Talk to the girls, get the vibe from the girls. If the girls are like not having fun and just not it, then just don't bother, because obviously their vibe of that club is not it. But talk to a lot of girls. So just talk to a few. Could talk to quite a few girls. Talk to management if you can find them. Maybe even talk to management and suggest that you want to, you know, look at getting a job. You can see if they're available, like, you know, all that sort of thing. That's what I will be doing next year when I go traveling for work, because I need some experience on my belt if I'm going to do these videos, because I feel like I've never traveled, so I don't really. And that's got a lot to do with COVID. I had a lot of plans, and then every time I would plan to, it would be like, haha, lockdown. I also use this Miracle Prep MAC Factor X color correction all over my face, but I forgot. So then go in with the L'Oreal Glow, I think it's called Glow Mon Amour. I don't drop it, I just like smudge it over my face. This is to add like an underglow. It's a This one's a pretty good question. Mental toll of job versus more standard 9 to 5. So I worked in insurance before I started being a stripper. Insurance was not for me. The people I worked for were not nice people. I was very underpaid. I was doing a lot, and yeah, I don't even care if they see this. They treated me like shit. So hi, how you going? I worked at Kmart before. Kmart was not it either. Like overworked, underpaid, and crazy stories. I got so many crazy stories from that place. I then go in with this MAC Factor X Miracle Second Skin. So those jobs were absolutely awful for me, and I would come home and just want to cry, like especially insurance. I just wanted to cry. Was not it. And I thought I was doing the professional thing, like get a good job after school, and I got very good grades. I was very good at school. I didn't go because everyone bullied me. So yeah, that's good fun, but now they're all in my inbox asking me to pay their house loan, so isn't that funny? That mental toll of both of those jobs was just not good, and I worked in other little jobs and stuff, and just, it was miserable. I was like, wow, this is what I'm gonna have to do for the rest of my life. Sick. And I had plans to go to uni, but I always wanted to run a business, so going to uni just seemed like a waste of time for me. I get a degree in business, but it's so oversaturated. It doesn't work like that now. When I was in high school, maybe, but you can go viral online so quickly that, people with no business backing can have multi-million-dollar companies. It just doesn't work like that anymore. Even the other day, I was looking at all of their, layouts for the business courses, and they're just not updated. Like, I've also done a diploma in social media marketing, and I've done a diploma in makeup artistry. So, like, special effects and stuff, I was very good at special effects. I was planning to go down to Gold Coast and work on movie sets. I had that offer and I didn't because COVID hit, so that kind of ruined that. And then I had a social media marketing management. I got a diploma in that, and I didn't go forth with it. I was going to make a business out of it and get people to work for me, but it just wasn't something I wanted to do. I wanted to be the limelight, not control the limelight behind the scenes. This job is a lot more mental straining in the way of you got to talk to everyone 24/7. You've got to be in your best mental gain, otherwise you're just not going to make money. Don't have guaranteed money, but you make more money. Through insurance, I was only making $450 a week for 40-hour weeks. Like, no. Now with stripping, I'm having like 2 to 3 grand weeks. It's not always like that. That will probably change in January because it's quiet season, but it's been good. So I would never go back to a normal job, and I never plan to. I've got way too many plans, like the podcast, YouTube. I'm releasing 2 businesses in 2022. The first one will be for all sex workers. That is very, very, very handy. And the second one will be for sex workers and just normal day-to-day life. Very excited. The second one is a lot bigger and might take me an extra year to get it rolling, so it might not be out till 2023. The first one will probably be out in the first couple months of 2022. So I'm very excited, but yeah, I would never plan to go back to a normal job. I'm going to be a business owner. I'm going to do YouTube and stripping, and I will never, the mental toll of a 9 to 5 job was worse. I love my job, and it's not it's stressful sometimes, but it's still way better than waking up at 7 in the morning and crying every time I have to come home from work. If you're crying coming home from stripping's not for you. It shouldn't be fuck, I have to go to work and dance naked for people. Ugh. And if you've got that attitude, don't strip. This is another good one. How do you handle the stigmas and stereotypes of the industry and people in daily life? When I first started, I was a little nervous, actually. I was like, because it's a small town. Everyone knows me in this goddamn town. Everyone. Not even me being stuck up. This is literally just how my life went. Everyone knew my name for something. And it was never something bad. It was just people just being assholes about me because I was always willing to put myself out there, and then I'd get shut down. And then, before I get into this, for contour, I use Cinema Secrets Pro Cosmetics. This is something that I got given when I was doing my makeup industry course. It's really good. I think it's foundation, but I use it for contour. A Morphe 439 brush to just contour the sides. Because I have quite chubby cheeks, I can't do very harsh contour, otherwise it looks very funny. So I just have to buff it out and then sort of spread it down and buff it out. When I first started, I was really scared about it, honestly. I think after I told my mum, I was completely fine with it, because obviously she didn't care. And I'll get more into that later, but when I realized that people actually, like my friends thought it was kind of commendable. Like at first they were like, yeah, what are you doing? And then they realized that they came in and they saw how happy I was and how my mood changed, and I wasn't really depressed anymore. I had really bad like depression like all the time, and that was a lot from school and a lot from people and the way I used to get fucking treated and bullied. So I think that just spun me out, and then I started working there, and in a couple months I was literally like on top of the world. And it's because the management and girls care so much for you. And if I keep talking about it, I'm gonna cry. It was a lot to realize that your workplace can actually care for you, and I got mistreated so badly in so many workplaces and schooling and just in day-to-day life, that I think the way I was treated made me actually not really give a shit that anyone would be judging me for what I'm doing. And it's funny because people did it first. People would come in to, oh, where's Cherry? I want to see a strip. Make fun of me and then see me get like $100, $200 on stage. And it was really empowering for me. I used to care if people would come in, and then I was like, no, actually let them stay. Let them stay and watch me work. And they no longer came in anymore, and the smirks on their face were gone, and they realized that their lives were just mediocre now. I wear shirts out. I wear my Onlyfans shirts out that have my name on it. I wear the shirt out that my mum got me for Christmas that I will have to show you guys because that's pretty funny. I promise I'm not looking. I'm literally just like, I kind of am, but like I'm not. Like I'm trying to talk to you guys, so you guys like, we're making eye contact. So we're making that like sexual tension eye contact, you know? I'm not ready to see the eyebrows. This is a tips for traveling strippers. I don't think I'm the person to really give advice on that until next year. But I still will, because I have seen girls come in and out of my club that are traveling strippers, and oh my God, if you're a traveling stripper, for the love of God, just follow the club rules. The club rules. I don't understand what's so hard about that. People chuck such a fit about it. Just follow the club rules. Like, you know, your club has rules. If you're going to another club, obviously that club's going to be different. So unless it's rules that are putting you in danger, then no. But if it's rules that are actually protecting your safety, follow them. What are you doing? It baffles me. Like, you've got some traveling girls that come in and that are so thankful for management and security and taking care of you, and then you've got girls that come in, they're like, why should you be doing that? Like, I want to do this, I want to make more money. And it's like, babe, no. That's my one thing to say on traveling dancers. I'm also going to say, do your research and talk to girls that actually work in those clubs. Asking multiple girls what it's like, because for one girl it could be amazing, for other girls it could be dangerous. Like, you know, there's always that in between. There's certain clubs that I will not go to. Doesn't matter how much money girls make. I will not personally put myself in those situations. It's sort of like a rude club. I might go just to film, not slander the club because I don't want a lawsuit. Do you tell people you meet your real job or lie? I tell people that I meet my real job. I do have to pick and choose. I have to really gauge who I tell. Like, I will tell anyone. I really don't give a fuck. I won't broadcast it, but if someone's like, oh, what do you do? I will be like, oh, you know, I'm a dancer. What kind of dancing? Oh, you know, here's my Instagram. Like, I definitely network myself, but I don't go broadcasting it because I like my safety first. This is broadcasting, but it's different. I don't walk in the shopping center and someone go, oh, hey, you look familiar. I'm like, yeah, I'm a stripper. Like, no, I don't do that. If someone's like, oh, you look really familiar, I'm like, oh, really? Like, I will lie to certain people. It just really depends on how they are going to react in the way of treating people that are my family. Because obviously some people are like working with people that I'm family with or friends with. If they see me on TikTok, well, there's nothing I can do about that, because I'm not going to stop doing YouTube and TikTok because I'm afraid someone's family member might see it and it might put them in a situation. Like my friend's in a situation because they're friends with a stripper and da-da-da-da-da. I'm not going to be doing that. But yeah, I won't go and text someone and be like, I'm a stripper. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if I just explained that very well. I think I just really botched that explanation, but I hope you guys understood that. This is pretty funny. What was the weirdest thing that ever happened apart from a kebab dude? If you guys watched my vlog from the other day, it was the guy that offered my a kebab. God, I've got so many that I actually have to sit down and remember. I might have to do a podcast with myself. The one that really stands out to me, I think, was when I was still fairly new, and I also like to let it sit on my face so it gets tacky. I was still fairly new, and this guy came in and he didn't really speak English, but he did. He knew well enough and he booked a 5-minute dance because he was able to count out the money pretty easily and he could still talk to me, but he didn't know English very, very well, but he still knew it enough to know better. Took him in there. I was like, oh, you know, let's go for a 5-minute dance. He was like, oh, cool, what do you do? And I was like, oh, you know, I dance for you. I'll give you a lap dance, da 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 da. And then he paid for a 5-minute dance, and then we went and I took him to the chair. And meanwhile, we've got 2 controllers in there at that point, and there wasn't many people in the room, but I went to go sit down and tell him the rules, and he just immediately unbuckles his belt so fast and he just pulls down his pants. And I'm just sitting there, I'm like, no, that's not what I do, that's not what I do. And my manager was like called in, like security, and then like the bartenders come in to like see what's going on. So there's like 6 people sitting in here just watching this go down as I'm like, that's not what I do. He still had his underwear on, sort of. And I was like laughing. And I kind of looked at like my managers, I'm like, this is so funny, like what do I do? And then he was like, oh, but I want you to suck here and here. And I was like, no, I don't do that. I dance for you, I dance. And he was like, no, I want you to suck here. And I'm like, no, I don't do that, I dance for you. And he was like, oh. And then so security picks him up and hauls him out, and he's still trying to pull up his pants coming out of the hallway. I'm just sitting there pissing myself laughing. I'm on the ground laughing so hard, like I had no clue. And when I was like, babe, you only paid for a 5-minute dance. How long did you think you were gonna last? That is the dance that sparked a friendship that traumatized me. Would I ever consider full service? No. Not for me personally. I wouldn't, but I completely understand why girls do, and if girls do, go for it. I'm never going to sit there and be like, why would you do that and not stripping? I've talked to girls that are escorts and stuff. They don't want to dance. They're not dancers. That's not what they do. They don't want to be. So that's why they prefer full service. I really enjoy stripping. I would never give up stripping for full service. I have a few brothel friends who I absolutely adore, and it's funny because there was a girl that came in to work the other day and we shared like the same patron, and it was just really funny to hear each other's stories from the brothel side and the stripping side, and it was just like really entertaining. And I was sitting there like, oh yeah, this is great. You know, just not for me personally, but I do know girls that do it and they love it, and so go for gold. If that's something you want to do, do it. Go for gold, research it, and research into your brothels, make sure they're not dodgy, just like strip clubs, but do it. What does my family think of stripping? My mum loves it. She bought me a shirt, insert photo here. This is the photo, 10 out of 10, would recommend. She made the shirt personally for me. No feet for free. I posted that photo on Christmas, so if you guys want to keep up with my life, my Instagram is linked in my bio. I post on the stories a lot there. She supports it 100%. So there's a lot of my family. There's obviously some parts of my family I wouldn't tell because it's just not necessary and it's not needed. I remember when I first started, people tried to, oh yeah, fuck, I'm so bad. This beauty blender is absolutely fucking feral and disgusting. I'm so sorry, I'm so gross. And then I also use the Revolution lace. This stuff is really, really good. Like all Revolution stuff is really long lasting. That's why I use it. There's obviously some parts of my family I wouldn't tell. When I first started dancing, people were texting my mum on, because obviously everyone knew my mum, everyone knew me, so everyone knew my mum. She was everyone loves her. People were texting her on Facebook and stuff and being like, oh my god, did you know your daughter's a stripper? And she was like, mind your fucking business, pipe down. And you know, she's super, super supportive and I couldn't ask for anything better. I know some people don't have the luxury of that, but I'm really, really, really genuinely happy that I do, and that my mum is so amazing in that way. I'm going to close my eyes so I can't see. How is this looking so far? How long have I been dancing for? I honestly have not been dancing that long. I started dancing in September, October of 2020, so last year. I am still a baby dancer in technical terms, so I'm really glad that people aren't shaming me for making a YouTube already. I've also got like food all over this shirt. That's disgusting. Look at that. Oh yeah, oh no, that's coffee. Lol, okay. I just gave you half a titty for free. Oh yeah, I use the Too Faced bronzer for my contour powder and under my lips and my nose and stuff, and I also use this Morphe E62, is it? E62 for my nose and under my lips, and then I use the Morphe E4 brush for my contour around here. I am kind of cheating, aren't I? I'm looking at this viewfinder. Sorry guys. How much do I make? So that really, really depends on the nights. Lately I've been having like $1 nights. Some nights I haven't been having $1 nights, and you know, late in the last couple months I have been, but before that I wasn't. I think I was just trying to find my mojo back from a situation where I hustled with another girl for a while and she broke my heart. So not in a relationship-y way, but like just friendship way. So I think I was trying to find my mojo back from that and remember how good I am as a solo hustler. And I've got my mojo back, so I'm really happy about that. And I got my old regulars back that were upset for a bit. But yeah, other than that, been having pretty good nights. Before that, I was having like $400 nights, so not good nights, but still good, but like not great. Will I ever get a real job again? No, I already covered this. And I hate the fact of real job. I am in a real job. I pay more tax than you, most likely. I pay a lot of goddamn tax. I pay shit tons. And especially this year because I didn't do my tax receipts properly. I didn't do my tax claims properly. So I paid a lot of tax. I forgot all of my receipts were in my drawer and I pulled them out the other day and it was like, wow, that's $4,000 of tax deductions. I wouldn't have had to pay any tax because all the other, I had like $3,000 tax deductions already. So I was like, wow, cool, great, love that for me. So no, I will never get a real job. I am in a real job. YouTube is also a real job. Onlyfans is also a real job. I will also be doing a tips and tricks to OnlyFans and my advice on OnlyFans. I've got a lot of girls at the club asking me about that because I do put a lot of time and energy into OnlyFans. My account's been really messing up on me lately, so that's really, really sucked, but I think I'm finally fixing it. I've had to like send a couple emails off to OnlyFans to fix it. I don't know what happened, but I don't know if someone hacked me. I have no clue. Yeah, I love my job. I will also be starting businesses. I don't know, can you class that as a real job because it's not 9 to 5? I can work the times that I want. So I'm gonna wipe all the powder off my face using the E48 brush, and I'm also super gross. I use the same brush for blush because I'm that girl. I cleaned the brushes the other day though, so I'm proud of myself. I really want to use setting spray because I do have to take all of this off and then do it all again. Like a little bit on my cheek. You'll see why I do this in a second. 501 brush, it looks like this. Looks like this. And I use the same glow that I used earlier. And then where it's wet on my cheeks, I dab it. Ooh. And then I put it all here. The last question are my plans and goals. I've already covered this quite a bit, but my plans and goals are 2 businesses, to continue stripping. Obviously I can't strip forever, so that's why I'm doing more revenues to make sure that I always have something there. I did have some more questions, but I think I'll have to make a part 2, otherwise it'll just be way too long. This video is already 46 minutes long. I don't even know if I'm in focus, and I don't even know if I did the video right because I've been looking in the viewfinder. I'm definitely going to spend 2022 improving on myself and my health and my like body fitness, my mental health. It's been pretty good, but I'm going to get there a little bit better. Spend some more time with my partner. Spend some time with my beautiful kitty cat and the beautiful hollow. And yeah, my goal is to buy a house to live in, or just like a rental property sort of thing. Hopefully it all goes to plan. But I'm going to show you guys how this makeup turned out. Let's have a little look-sees. For some reason the camera's not letting me zoom, but let's have a look-sees. The eyebrows are absolutely munted. The eyebrows are absolutely disgusting. The nose contour is like not bad. The normal contour, she kind of works. Like I might be able to save this for tonight so I don't have to redo the makeup, you know? I could save it. I could try. Redo the eyebrows a little bit. The nose contour, but like the glow is real pretty. I did that real nice. We tried up in here. I think I'm going to shut this off for now. I'm going to edit it, so hopefully I can get that out to you guys tonight for New Year's Eve. Go into the new year with a new video. I know you guys have been waiting on this video, so I am excited to edit it. But yeah, I think I'm going to shut this off for now, and I am going to fix this. It's only 12 o'clock. I've still got a lot of time. And then I am going to hopefully upload it. So I will be filming an OnlyFans advice video for you guys in the next couple of days, so I'll have that up. And yeah, thank you guys so much for 900 subs. I cannot wait to reach 8,000. I will see you beautiful people in the next video. Mwah.